Hello and welcome to Modalities Movement Therapy. Today, with the use of a soft reflex ball and a circle resistance band, we are going to move back to basics. We're going to identify any tension in the body and we're going to release it. We're going to focus on working the front line, the deep core line, and the back line of the body. So let's get started on the mat, lying in a supine position. Start by connecting with your breath. Bring your hands onto your rib cage. Slowly breathe in through the nose and feel your rib cage expanding. As you exhale slowly through the nose, feel your rib cage contracting. Now we're going to take the soft reflex ball, extend your legs, and we're going to release the diaphragm. We're going to work along the colon to release the diaphragm, and this will bring us out of our fight and flight into our rest and digest breathing pattern. Take the ball into the right hip bone. You can work directly onto the skin. Move the ball up the ascending colon to the right rib cage in little circular motions. Now move across from the right rib cage to the left rib cage along the transverse colon. Then we move from the left rib cage down to the left hip bone along the descending colon. When you reach the left hip bone, move across to the right side and repeat the release a few times. Keep focusing on your breathing. Let's take the reflex ball and bring it onto the lower back, on the spine in line with your hip bones. You can rest your head in your hands and let's get a bit of movement into the spine. It's a soft ball. If you are in fact using a tennis ball, just see how your body responds because it's a little bit harder. So just see how you move and how that feels. You're going to get a little bit deeper. Maybe work with the tennis ball next to the spine rather than on the spine directly. Breathe in and exhale. And keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. So you're going to keep focusing on the breath. Movement is going to follow the breath. Let's hold it in that tuck position and release the ball. Now take the ball under one of your feet and I want you to breathe in and arch. As you exhale into your tuck, squeeze the glutes, push into the ball. So you're pushing into that foot, and now you're going to quickly or slowly just roll out under the foot. Just releasing tension around. If you find you have tension in the arch of the foot, focus on the arch. On the lateral line, focus on the lateral line. More towards the heel, focus there. Then just lower it down and move the ball over to the other side. So you're going to breathe in again into your arch. As you exhale, push into your tuck, tilt, push into the reflex ball, and a quick movement, slow movement if there's too much tension. Move the ball around and feel where you need the most attention. Moving around. Do another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring that ball back. Let's work along the inside of the leg. So now we're getting into that deep core line. All part of the, the diaphragm is attached along this deep core line. Keep focusing on your breathing. Nice, slow, steady breath in and out through the nose. You can move from side to side, up and down, or in circular motions, wherever you feel you're getting the most release. And again, if you have tension, your tension might be around the knee. Work a little bit deeper and a little bit longer on that area to give it a good release. rolling along and around. When you get right into the groin, inside the hip bone, push the ball in there and really activate or release this area, should I say. We'll get into the activation in a minute. Let's now take the reflex ball, and I want you to find your hip bone. Lift your lower back off the mat. Position the ball underneath the lower back in line with your hip bone on your sacroiliac spine. Again, rest your head in your hands if you want to, and let's massage along that line of the body. When you find tension, then just hold the ball there and you can bounce that knee down. You can rock a little bit over to the side, getting the knee closer to the floor, and then move around. Work a little bit longer in this area, moving the ball down over the glutes and to the side. So you're working along the lateral side. I'll just turn around. Work along the lateral side. We're going to be using these muscles, these glute muscles just now. So let's give them a good release. I want you to keep the ball on this. I'm on my right side, so stay on whichever side you're on. And you can position the ball back under the lower back in line with the hip bone. Or you can, again, position the ball wherever you find a trigger point or that sweet spot where you need the most attention. Let's bring both hands under the head and breathe into your arch position. Now we're going to use the lifted leg to create some resistance. As you exhale, push into the reflex ball, and you can lift your foot, pushing down as much as you can with this top leg, creating resistance. If you find you falling off the ball, then just release the ball. Or if you have too much tension there, work without the ball. Breathe in an arch. And exhale into your tuck and lift the foot. Let's just do another 2. Breathing in and exhale and lift. Resist, resist, resist. And the last one. And exhale. So keep exhaling, pushing, 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 resisting, resisting, and release. Release that foot. And let's go over to the other side. So cross that ankle to start and bring the ball into the opposite hand or the same hand, whichever, or actually both hands if you want, if you feel that's giving you, helping you get a little bit deeper into that release. I find if I bring my hand under my head, I can get a little bit higher if your arm isn't long enough to reach that inner thigh. Move around, circle, side to side, up and down. Just give that deep core line some attention. And keep focusing on your breathing. Right into that hip and a nice deep pressure there. And keep the same leg up. I'm just going to turn around again. Bring the ball underneath that lower back in line with the hip and massage that ball from side to side. Bring the ball down, move it around where you need the most release. Keep moving it. And you can lift it higher than that hip bone if you have a lot of tension around this area. And let's keep that ball around in line with the hip bone. Breathe in and open up over the ball. As you exhale, push into the ball, or you can release the ball again and resist with the top leg as you lift the other foot up, activating these deep core line muscles. Breathe in and exhale. So keep exhaling. When you're in the tuck position, make sure you're exhaling. Only once the foot releases onto the mat, the heel as well, then breathe in and open up over the ball. Exhale and tuck. Now remember, there are a lot of nerves that move into the legs from the lower back area. So things like sciatica, if you have piriformis syndrome or anything like that, those might sound familiar. And apart from that, there are a lot of nerves in the fascial tissue. So it is quite a sensitive spot. If it is too much for you, then release the ball and work without the ball. Let's finish off with one more. And exhale. And lift. Good. Release the foot. We're now going to position the ball in the middle of the back. So maybe where you find where the rib cage opens up, you've got a little bony process there. I want you to lift up and rock onto the ball. So where that bony process is, you're going to position the ball under the lower back. And again, if you don't have a reflex ball, a tennis ball might be a little bit hard. So you can position, keep the ball below the rib cage. Don't work on the rib cage or on the spine if it's too hard. Let's breathe in and open up. Just continue with your breathing without a ball if you don't have a softer ball. Exhale, push into the ball. Breathing in again. You're breathing in for about a count of 4. And then exhale for 4 to 6 if you can, pushing into the ball. If you want to lift the lower back and tilt the pelvis under, do so. Getting a little bit deeper into that release. Let's just finish off with 2 more. And exhale. And your last one. And exhale. Lift the lower back, release the ball. Now we're going to bring the ball onto the occiput ridge in line with the earlobes. So you're going to link your fingers. This is one of my favorites and a really good place to release, where we often carry a lot of tension. And you're going to roll the ball. So let's focus on one side for now. So from the center to the earlobe, along that bony process, you're going to massage. So the ball will be moving slightly, but you're going to nod your head from side to side, rolling along that line of the body. And when you're ready, you're going to nod to the other side. So you might need to just reposition the ball onto the other side of the spine, and your hair will get in the way, so just move it out the way when you need to. Nod from side to side. Now we're going to position the ball underneath one shoulder blade, between the spine and the shoulder blade. So keep your head resting in the hand, and we're going to bring the other hand to the shoulder. Breathe in and arch your back. Open up as much as you can. I find when the elbow is bent, you get a much bigger rotation in the shoulder. Circle that elbow, exhale, and bring the elbow down to the waist. Keep going, breathing in and exhale. You're just going to do another 2 and exhale. If you have a lot of tension here, maybe a little bit focus a little bit longer on these movements. Let's bring the elbow back to the diagonal, and now lifting the lower back, but keep the tailbone on the mat. You're going to put as much weight as you can into that ball, and now wiggle the ball from side to side. Okay, let's move the ball over to the other side. So lift that shoulder up, position the ball between the spine and the shoulder blade. Again, you might find you have more tension a little bit lower down, a little bit higher up. So find that sweet spot and then get into the movement, circling that elbow up as you breathe in, and then exhale as you push the lower back down into the mat. Breathe in and exhale. 2 more. And the last one. And exhale. Let's open up to the diagonal again and move that ball a little bit from side to side. Release the ball. And let's just go back into a few more arches and tucks. Let's take the band, the resistance band now, and bring it above the knees. Lying with your head in your hands if you want to, or arms next to the body. You're going to breathe in. Now we're going to use these lateral muscles here. So I want you to push against the resistance band. Take your feet slightly apart. As you exhale, you're coming into your tuck. Now from there, we're going to breathe in and thrust the pelvis up to the ceiling. Nice deep breath in, and I want you to feel the breath all the way into the glutes. Exhale and lower yourself down onto the mat. Breathe in and arch. Exhale. You're activating. Now breathe in and thrust. And exhale. Keep going, breathing in and exhaling. And breathe in and exhale. You're going to finish off with one more and hold it at the top. And exhale. Breathe in and hold it up. Now, keeping the resistance in the band, all I want you to do is focus on the breathing. Breathing in, right down into the lower back. Exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Again, continue with this if you want to. We're going to finish off and roll down through each vertebra. Keeping the resistance band, we're going to bring it onto the feet, and you're going to rest your head in your hands. I'll give you another 2 options here. As you breathe in, you're either going to keep your head on the mat, you're going to extend your right leg, let's bend the left leg, and you're going to pulse. Make sure the lower back stays firmly in the mat. You don't want to let this happen. Lift your legs slightly if you need to, rather. 4 counts, you're exhaling. Then you're going to lift the legs, you're going to breathe in and exhale, bending the right, extending the left. Now your second option, so you're breathing in this position, as you exhale is to come into a chest lift, and you're going to pulse again. Left leg is bent, right leg is extended. Make sure the lower back is in the mat. Lift and breathe in and exhale. Keep going. Let's just do another 4 and exhale. Here we go with the last one. Good. Bring the knees into the chest. And now I want you to challenge yourself. Bring your right knee into your chest. And if you just watch me, we're going to rock backwards and forwards, and we're going to come up into a kneeling position. So you might need your hands for this. You're going to step the right foot and the left knee, or the left foot is going slightly ahead. Let's roll back, change sides. So right foot is in front, left knee to the chest. And when you get that momentum, rock up to a seated position. Let's keep going. Lift and rock forward. Left knee in and rock yourself forward. Okay, now we're going to come into a kneeling stance and take one foot out to the side. We're now using the deep core line, and I want you to lift up in the pelvis. I want you to rotate. So you're opening up, pushing your knee back, and we're going to bounce into that rotation. So you're opening up there. But as you come back, I want you to think more of the rotation. So you're squeezing the foot and the knee together and rotating under there. And you're pulsing in. So you release it and bounce. And then tuck. And exhale in this. So you're coming into a nice deep contraction. And bounce. And exhale. Keep going. Bouncing. And exhaling. Okay, one more. And exhale. Now bring the knees side by side. So have a look from this angle. We're going to lean back into it. We're going to bounce there. We love to bounce, hydrate the fascial tissue. Then you're going to get a punch in the belly. So you're contracting and tucking, exhaling as you do that, and tuck under. And again, bounce. Breathe in, open up, and bounce. Breathe in, and bounce. Open yourself up, and bounce. Coming back up, we're now going to take the other leg. So just rotate onto that foot and bounce towards that knee. Then exhale, pull the foot and the knee together and tuck under, lifting up. Exhaling. Breathe in and exhale. Keep going. Let's do 3 more. And exhale. 2 more. And exhale. For the last one. And exhale. Okay, rotate. And let's go back into that movement. So you're leaning back, opening up. As you exhale, tuck and round. Breathe in and exhale. Do another 2. Into the bounce. And 1 more. And exhale. Coming up. Staying on the knees, cushion the knees if you need to. We're going to step 1 foot up. So you're going to balance on that supporting leg. I'm going to step my right foot forward. And I'm going to reach into a lunge. Opening up again into the front of the body. Exhaling and reaching the arms forward. Lifting that foot so you're balancing on the supporting left leg. Bring the knee back down. Breathe into the left. Open up. And exhale. So let that movement follow the breath. As you exhale, you're balancing, challenging the balance. Bring the knee back. Balance on the left. Breathe into the right. Open up. Exhale. And lift. Let's finish off with 1 more. and exhale. Balance, balance, and release. Taking the right foot forward, curl the left toes under if you need to, otherwise try not to. Pushing up into a standing position. My right foot is in front. I'm going to lift my right toes. I'm going to breathe in, keeping my arms next to my body as I exhale, slowly rolling down, and I'm bending my supporting left leg, reaching the arms back, bringing that bouncing into it. Now I'm going to uncurl, and I'm going to step the right toes down, and I'm going to bring the left foot forward like I'm walking into a walking stance, heel first, and then I'm going to take the heel onto the mat, make sure the back heel stays down, and I'm going to reach up. So I'm lunging into that front left leg, reaching the arms up and opening up. I'm going to lift the left foot up, and I'm going to step back. So I'm reversing that movement, taking the foot down. Let's round through the spine. So think about tucking and rounding and bouncing. It's a really nice challenge on the balance. Step that right foot down as you lift up. Uncurl, you breathing in. Step the left foot forward, keeping the right heel down and bounce. Exhale. Step back and lift those toes. Finish off with one more. Toes forward, uncurl, balance, step forward, bend the knee and bounce. And let's take the left foot forward now and rolling down. Relax the shoulders, breathe in and exhale. Lift the toes when you can, round the spine and bounce. Try bring your chin to your chest, so you're looking through your legs and really activating, getting those glutes activated. Much easier, or should I say it's more challenging when you're looking down to activate the glutes. Step forward, keeping the left heel down and opening up, breathing into that space you're creating. Exhale, balance, and roll down, tucking, 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 and reaching into that bounce. Finish off with another two, uncurling, breathing in, and step forward, and exhale. So if you can, try and speed that up. Once you've got your balance, breathe in and open up and bounce. And exhale and bounce. Okay, here we go, staying in this position. We're going to finish off with a parallel body to the floor, to the mat. And you're going to bend your supporting leg. I'm on my right leg. I'm going to reach my arms up next to my ears. I'm going to circle my arms back and straightening my right leg, bring the arms down. And I want you to keep going, breathing in and opening up. And release. Do another two. You really should feel those glutes working hard to stabilize you. And exhale. Breathe in and circling. Now lower the left foot, round the spine, and again hang out there and bounce. Just go straight into the other side. So left leg should be supporting you. Reach the arms up next to the ears. Let's bend the left leg, circle the arms, and exhale. And breathe in. Exhale. Just let your breathing happen and keep going. soft. One more. And exhale. Bring your right foot back onto the mat and again hang out there. Now reach across for your resistance band, and we're going to finish off with 2 more exercises. Bring the band around your big toes. Breathe yourself in to that lifted position and just circle the shoulders up and back. Okay, open up the feet as wide as you can, keeping the resistance in the band, so separating the big toe and the second toe. So I'm slightly in a turnout. And I'm going to lift my heels, squeezing and activating the glutes, which already should have worked quite hard. And we're going to bounce off the heels. And maybe just do another set of 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet slightly closer together. Lift the right toes up off the mat and rotate, working the arch of the foot, and again possibly into the glutes. You should feel it. Let's do the other side. Rotate. Let your breathing happen. And you can continue with that to the right side or the first side, and then finish off on the left side. And release the band. Let's breathe into that lifted position. Really open up across the front line of the body and exhale. And hang out there and bounce. If your hands reach the mat, then maybe grab hold of the elbows and try bounce into it, just releasing. Move from side to side, and when you're ready, you're breathing in and uncurl. Let's bring the hands onto the lower back on either side of the spine and open up into this position, squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. Your head should be able to move freely. You're activating those rhomboids, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Swing the arms around the body and just shake everything out. And well done. Thank you for joining me.